Delhi schools and colleges, which were closed 10 days ago amid the alarming levels of air pollution, are all set to reopen on Monday. Let's listen into what Gopal Rai had to say.
तीन दिनों से लगातार प्रदूषण के स्तर में सुधार हो रहा है। आज हमने ये निर्णय लिया है कि ये 27 तारीख से सीएनजी और जो इलेक्ट्रिक गाड़ियां हैं उनको प्रवेश दिया जाएगा। बाकी गाड़ियों का 3 दिसंबर तक बैन रहेगा। मंडे से सोमवार से सभी स्कूल, कॉलेज, इंस्टीट्यूट, लाइब्रेरी जो बैन था वो सभी खोल दिए जाएंगे। 29 तारीख से जो सरकारी विभागों में वर्क फ्रॉम होम था, यानी सरकारी दफ्तर बंद थे, उन्हें खोल दिया जाएगा।
Meher Pandey joins us with the very latest. Meher, schools and colleges all set to reopen from Monday, but the air quality crisis is far from over. It might have marginally improved from the hazardous levels that we saw in the festival season, but still continues to remain in the very poor category. How are parents and students responding to this decision?
Yes, Rishika, schools will finally be full of students again. The long COVID closure of schools that had a small break was again interrupted by another closure due to the pollution crisis. As you said, the air quality hasn't actually improved much. It's still in the very poor category, which does impact people with healthy lungs and hearts. But parents, actually, many parents, there is some disagreement with them, of course, because this is a contentious issue. But some parents do feel that the costs of a school closure are much higher than the benefits it would give as protection from pollution. Because they said that the Delhi government's order that children at home will be more protected from pollution is not really realistic. Inside homes, indoor pollution is just as bad as outdoor pollutions. And also many children don't have access to air purifiers. So they say, what was the point of actually shutting down schools? They say that it's become a knee-jerk reaction after the COVID pandemic to shut schools down, but without much consideration for children, especially younger children, who need to be socialized with other kids, who need to be in classrooms with teachers to actually get the most out of their education. Now, there are some parents who do also have some worries. They feel the COVID pandemic has not actually gone down. Cases are actually increasing in Rajasthan, so there is an anxiety about that, in addition to the pollution problem. But of course, the schools will now also continue in the hybrid mode, which has been the norm now. So parents can in fact choose whether they want to send their kids to school or not. So many parents do feel this is a better alternative. They do have the choice as well, whether or not they want to expose their kids. If they have access to air purifiers at home, many will continue to keep their kids in the online mode, but most prefer being back.
All right, so students can return back to schools from Monday after the temporary closure because of the worsening air quality. Of course, like Meher is pointing out, it's important to note here that schools will continue to function in the hybrid mode. So as a parent, you have the choice on whether you want to send your kid back to school or not.